Ooh, get the phlegm from my chest. Sorry. I know, that's nasty. Anyway.
I don't kink
Well,
shame.
what?
Go.
You probably said something unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
I was being an ally.
Welcome to the threesome, y'all. This is the podcast where the three of us try so hard to discuss at least.
It's gonna really be a struggle this week.
It's going to be a struggle, but let's give it a go.
Promising.
If you are back for more of whatever this is, we thank you for putting up with us once again. If this is your first time with us, we are so glad you found us, and I apologize in advance. Our point person and optimistic realist, we call her Star.
Mother knows best.
She's in a mood. And our man in the middle and our voice of reason, who is always in a mood, we call him Magic.
I don't have moods, but very simple. Communication, people. Listen in order to understand and know yourself well enough to express what you truly feel.
Oh. Okay. Sounded like a fortune cookie. Anyway, bringing up the rear, as always, I identify as the pragmatic contrarian of our group, and they call me Storm.
We back,
we don't
bitches.
have much this week, but everybody keeps... Well, you know what? Any church announcements before we get into any of that? Church announcements?
I watched the BET Awards.
Why?
I weep for you.
Right.
How was it?
There's two major things I noticed. One, most people are performing over their own vocal tracks, which, as a live N-word neighbor, that's always been super corny to me, but I guess most people don't recognize it or don't care. And the second thing was, obviously, I don't know most of these new rappers. I was sitting there thinking most of them aren't bad. Like, I didn't care if I ever heard any of those songs again, but they weren't bad.
Yeah. I've always thought it was weird when rappers perform over their own audio. I mean, because what are they doing but walking back and forth? You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing. Like I understand it when like everybody gave Paula Abdul a lot of shit back in the day about her live performances, you know, having the recorded audio track. But I get it because she was dancing the whole time.
I was getting ready to say, you ever tried? First of all, she's a half-ass singer anyway.
Well, and that's why they were getting on her, and they were saying that that's why she was doing it. But damn, I mean, when you're dancing the whole time, yeah.
Speaking of, for anybody looking forward to the Super Bowl, that's what you're getting, and it ain't a lot of dancing involved.
And she wasn't even doing like half-ass dancing, you know. She was doing like real dancer type dancing. So I understood why she would do that. And I understand anyone who's performing and they're doing a lot of dancing when they do it. I haven't seen an award show, like sat and watched an award show in probably a good 25
It's been at least 10,
years.
15 for me.
Yeah, it's been about 20, 25 for me. Like, I'll watch certain performances of it, you know, like...
I can't
like I
joy of the internet.
Like, I remember when Prince was performing, and everybody, you know, people called me, and they're like, oh, Prince is about to perform, so I turned that on, and I watched it, and then I turned it off, because I don't really care about all of that. I don't care who won what. You know, I'm not about to be out here in these streets debating whether this person deserved it over that person. because
Beyonce had the best album. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Exactly. I mean, whatever.
We talk about that, coon.
I mean, that was stuff I cared about in like high school. But yes, while we're on that, since everybody seems to keep asking me my opinion on this bullshit, so your boy Ye and his his sellout BFF who hates herself, Candace Owens, around here wearing White Lives Matter on their backs. What say ye?
Attention is a hell of a drug.
What is it?
That's exactly what I said.
Attention is a hell of a drug.
That's exactly what I said. Like I don't understand how in the year of our Lord 2023 we are still giving air to
That
one,
guy.
Candace Owens, and two, Kanye West. Like,
because
maybe if y'all stop following
trolls.
them with cameras, they'll stop acting like they act. How about that?
So
I vote for it.
Here's my thing about Kanye. Like, I could really care less, about him. To tell you the truth, he's a celebrity. He's got money and access to proper health care, which he clearly needs. But either he's not gonna go get it, or he just doesn't care, or whatever. It doesn't matter. There's plenty of people out here struggling with what I suspect he has that doesn't have a support system or any kind of financial ability to get their stuff taken care of. So it's whatever. But I will say, he's fascinating to me from this aspect. Okay. There's a what do you call it? A phrase like that sometimes people use that say there's a fine line between genius and between genius and insanity, right? Yeah. And so I don't know what Kanye's IQ is. I said, but because a lot of people are like, oh, he's just stupid or whatever. And I'm like, stupid is the wrong word for him. I don't really believe him to be stupid. I believe that there is some part of his brain that excels on a higher level than probably most of us. But I believe whatever that is what pushes him over that line. And yeah.
He's leaning way more on the insane side of that line.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not here to diagnose whatever mental illness Kanye or Candace Owens have.
I don't even know who she is, nor do I care.
Well, trust me, you don't care.
She's the Fox News token Negro.
Well, she's the entire Republican Party's token Negro.
Hold on for a minute. I thought that picture was a white girl that he was with.
No.
So did she. Yeah, it's not off. But I'm not here to diagnose whatever they got. But I will tell you, like, I stopped giving air to that right about the time where I was under the mind that he might be a little bit, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I tuned him out because I don't know, like I almost find it sickening, that people will sit up there and give him a platform for this nonsense that they'll continue. Like, I'm here to tell you, like, I haven't heard a Kanye song since, I don't know. It's been some years.
Take him to the cleaners.
Yeah, it's been some years because that's the extent to which I'm not giving him air. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not supporting his madness. I'm not going to make it easier for him to be out here spouting crazy. And if that's what y'all, and I don't mean y'all too, I mean the collective y'all, if that's what y'all want to do, then have at it. And he gonna keep coming out here pissing y'all off, and y'all gonna keep going through this, I don't know, this whole rigmarole about how he pissed you off and what he did and how irresponsible it was and blah, 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 blah. And then he'll come out with another album and y'all will buy it because
you're fucking sheep.
At the end of the day, he doesn't make me mad because I don't give a shit about what he does.
And that's what I'm saying.
When I saw the shirt, all I could think of was boy from TMZ. And that I felt like he kind of put that shirt on, like as a fuck you to him.
I don't know if it was a fuck you to all of you, to all of y'all.
Yeah, okay? That too, but still as a fuck you to him.
But mostly
he was irritated.
If I put this shirt on, I'm going to get a whole bunch of cameras and microphones in front of my face, and then I'll dominate the news cycle.
Because I'm not really relevant anymore.
Exactly.
Or at this time.
Yeah, and the fact that people
keep bringing
will react to what he does, yeah. I mean, if everybody just ignored him, he would stop doing this shit because he's doing it for attention.
I disagree. I think he would get worse. He's such a narcissist at this point. I believe
that's probably true.
He would be worse.
I say he would stop. He would probably stop and try another way of getting attention because that's what he's craving is the attention. I don't think it matters what he says. He just wants to make sure he's getting attention.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't. Yeah.
Let's just stop giving him attention. Next subject.
Yeah. Exactly. Like I didn't even see the photo until today, and that was by accident. Because that's the extent to which I did not give a damn about it or them. Like I mean, Candace Owens, she ain't been relevant. like she has never been relevant in my life, and to me, she's a joke. Whatever she says, generally makes me laugh because it's so ridiculous. And, but whatever.
Next.
But yeah, I mean, so that's what's been in the news. Please get that out the news, y'all. So I guess we'll do this. So Magic, you said you had a question. What was your question?
I have many times in life heard people say that by people, I mean mostly women, that emotional cheating is worse than physical cheating. And for the life of me, I do not know what the fuck emotional cheating is.
Well,
so basically, you go stick your dick in somebody just for the sake of getting it wet is one thing. But you actually developing a connection with that person is considered to be emotional cheating. And that's where a lot of people who have a problem with that. It's not that it's all bad, but you go sleep with somebody one time, you never see them again or whatever. That's one thing, but you sitting up talking on the phone every couple of days for hours with somebody, y'all going out to lunch, or you ain't even really got to be fucking, and that's the thing, because it's like that's a connection that you have with someone else that
exactly exactly. The fact that you would give
that type of time and energy to
yeah, I was
another
not
person.
necessarily your heart, but
Yeah.
that kind of attention and energy, and maybe even your heart to another person when it should be with me is a form of cheating. Now, it's also,
Wish I could
I
see the
mean,
look
other
on my
than
face.
ego, it's also why it's also the number one reason why men cite that they don't forgive women after they cheat, whereas women forgive men, are more
Yeah, I heard
likely to
that too.
forgive men. Um,
Yeah, because that woman is more likely to develop some sort of emotional
yes,
connection.
because it's the emotions behind. It's not necessarily, well, I mean, it is the cheating, but it's the emotion that you put into it,
Yeah.
that men don't see. I mean, they always say that was a step too far.
You really liked him.
Like, yeah.
So, by what y'all just described, that means the person you're with can't have friends.
No.
No, that's not what I said at all.
Okay. So, if I have a friend I'm cool with,
Hmm.
I might talk to every few days, I might go out and chill, hang out sometimes. By y'all's description, that's emotional cheating.
No, it's
No.
not.
No.
I'm
We're
saying
talking
by what
about
y'all just said.
for the most part,
No,
we're talking about like
I'm
some new
talking
person
about
that has come along in the
in the
process of the relationship.
romantic. Yeah.
Yeah, in the
It now,
process
if
of the
you have a
relationship and
friend,
everything,
yeah, if
and
you
the
have a
dynamics
friend,
change, then that's a problem as well.
or
Because
that you're trying to get close to, or
yeah,
y'all getting close, then yeah. I mean, that's a different situation. But
Okay,
if y'all just
so
hanging out,
if the friend existed before the relationship with the person you're with, that's a different set of rules than someone you met
no,
after your relationship started.
not to me. No,
okay, no, no,
no,
no, no. For me, look. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, you're in a relationship with somebody. Y'all done been together. Well, however long you've been together, 6, 7 months, a year, whatever. Okay, and then you meet somebody at work that you vibe with. You know, it's not, you don't cheat. You're not kissing on her or whatever. You're not doing anything, but y'all vibe. Okay. Now there's a difference between, and people know, when you vibing with somebody and when you're vibing and attracted to someone, and you start telling that person shit that
intimate
you
details,
yeah, you know, different little stuff like that. That's a whole lot different than, oh, hey, that's my work buddy. Okay.
right?
But also, if the friend existed before the relationship started, and let's just say the dynamics change, which has happened,
Yeah.
you're talking that to that person a little bit more, connecting with that person a little bit more, and you may not even realize it at first that your feelings have changed for that particular person. But after, whatever the period of time is, your feelings start to evolve. And they turn into something else. And you kind of just ignore it, thinking to yourself, oh, well, I'm with somebody, so it's not like I'm going to do anything, but you're still entertaining that person. Yeah, that's a form of emotional cheating. And that is a lot more dangerous for anybody that you're with than that, oh, I just got horny and decided to
Slipped
satisfy
and
with a
fell.
person. Yeah. You know, because you have a connection with that person. And that's the thing. That's what a lot of men can't get over, because it's like,
Yeah,
you
like
actually
it's not
dug
just
that
that.
person. Like if I
Yeah,
wasn't
it's not just
around,
that
you
you
would talk to
cheated
that
on
person.
me. It
Yeah.
was that you
Like that person.
yeah,
Like
that
like
dude, yeah, that
But under the
that
same
dude made you
token, they
feel
say every
things.
woman knows who got next.
Um, I don't know that that's true.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, me either. Me either.
But I've always
And
felt like when you're in a
for the
relationship and you,
record, just because somebody wants to have next don't mean they got next.
oh, of course.
Um, yeah.
But if you want them to have next, anyway, I've always felt like if
Well,
you're in
then
a
y'all ain't
relationship
friends.
and you meet somebody else that you're attracted to, there's a whole lot of steps between I find this person attractive and I'm taking my drawers off. Somewhere along one of those steps, your ass should have sat there and went, nah, I'm fucking up. Let me go ahead and dead this.
Exactly. Exactly. Because even
Yeah.
if you don't realize it at first that you're catching feelings for this person, you
Right.
know, or you feel like it's harmless, it's not gonna go anywhere. At some point, driving home in the car, you find yourself thinking like, wait a minute, why am I thinking about this person in this way? Like, let me cut this shit out. Like,
At the very least, calculate reward versus risk.
yeah. At the very least.
Well, yeah, but most, most
People aren't good at
Americans,
that.
because Americans are stupid, ain't real good at math. So, their calculations don't really come out well.
Honesty is the best policy.
Well, I agree. I mean, I agree. Like, I
I've
would
heard a few
much prefer.
psychiatrists say you're lying to protect yourself, not the person you're with.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, but
Even when you lie
you
and say, I was trying to protect that person from being hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes, and then there are times when you tell the truth,
Sometimes you're going to lose.
just to assuage your own guilt and not, for the benefit of the other person. But that's a whole different issue.
We've
But
all been there.
yeah, I mean, I don't even know what I was about to say. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm old. I don't know what I was about to say, but yeah, I know what I was about to say. I would rather a dude come to me and say, "Listen, I feel like I'm catching feelings over here. You know, what we gonna do about that? You know what I mean? And at least I have a choice in the matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we can work something out or whatever."
Or
But
like when JB was on the show, she said she just tells people up front, like, I have a problem with monogamy. Okay. You gonna deal with
exactly,
it or you ain't.
exactly. Exactly. But I find that mostly men, I don't know about women but mostly the men that I've talked to, because, especially my friends, that's always their excuse. Oh, well, I didn't say anything because I didn't want to hurt her. Well,
Yeah.
you're going to hurt her worse if you don't say something ahead of time. You know what I mean? When you know that you're crossing the line or you're catching feelings or whatever, that's the time where you need to sit her down and be like, "Here's what's going on." Now, depending on who she is, she might act a goddamn fool, and that's okay. You know what I mean? That's okay.
You ain't gonna win them all.
Yeah, act a goddamn fool, but at least you've put your cards on the table and you've let her know what's going on, and right at that point she may say, "I don't want to deal with this anymore, we're over." And I think that's what people are afraid of, because they still want to weigh their options. Just in case this over here don't work out, I still want to have this over here. And I think that's what that is. And it's not, "Oh, I don't want to hurt her." Nah.
Yeah, people are just
not that.
greedy. It ain't that complex.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's something to having the comfort of someone at home, but the thrill of the side piece while you're running around. And the irony of it all is side pieces tend to last through a few relationships, but relationships be coming and going. So what do you really want?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a juggler, so
You and me either.
there's that.
I was actually It's crazy. I was a side piece for a minute and it was crazy. I didn't even know. Like, don't get me wrong, I didn't even think I was in a committed relationship with this dude. But I thought, we were just entertaining one another and keeping each other company. And he actually had, like, a relationship going on with somebody. And um once I found that out, I was like, oh, like, I mean, I don't really care about what you do, but if we're just entertaining each other, like, why do you feel the need to, like, lie to me?
Lie
Yeah,
or withhold information.
lie.
Yeah.
Because when I suspected it, I asked, and he lied, saying because what he thought was is that I was going to get upset about him being in a relationship and just go away. But see, the thing is that I just don't want to be. I don't want to be a part of that.
Blindsided. Right. Don't get
I
me.
just
Don't put me in a position where I might get shot and I don't know why.
yeah, right.
Good
You know what
point.
I mean? I just don't want to be a part of that. I don't care about you being in a relationship. Good luck. More
Right.
so to her. Shit. But
Right.
um I just don't want to be a part of that situation. Like, it's not about me having feelings for you. It's that no, no.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. I remember I was talking to this one dude in high school. Um, and I remember he called me and he was like, yeah, I think we need to break up. I was like, okay. He was like, yeah, well, because such I was like, I'm sorry, is this going to take a long time? Because I'm on the other line. I was
Damn.
like, why are we having this discussion? And,
Damn.
yeah, like, like I already said, okay. Like,
What more do you want?
what more do you want from me, bruh?
That man had his speech prepared.
Exactly,
He was gonna let you down easy.
exactly. And I was not let down at all. I was like, okay, fine, moving
Yeah.
on.
Bye.
Right.
Yeah.
Wasn't like I had ever thought I was gonna marry that dude. You know what I mean? Like I don't know why he thought this was gonna be, like I was just gonna be so sad over it. I
Devastated.
mean, right.
Devastated. No more. So, do you have a clear understanding now of?
Emotional
No,
cheating.
but I'm still
No, you still confused?
overthinking it.
Okay.
No. Well, just don't do anything that um you wouldn't want to tell your significant other about.
There's the thing
How
with
about
me.
that?
I'm autistically honest, so I don't think I ever move with foul intentions, but maybe it can be perceived that way.
Mm.
Now I can kind of see that because you don't. I mean, there are some things that are obvious, like that are
I talk
obviously
shit.
wrong.
I flirt. I don't. But when
But
shit hits the fan, I ain't doing shit.
if you're with a person, like I have a friend who, for as long as I've known him, he's been like a notorious flirter. He's not gonna do shit, and he'll tell you he's not gonna do shit. And as far
Yeah.
as I know, like we've been friends forever, and I've never known him to, and he's been in a relationship for a very long time, right? But
Hmm.
he will press the boundaries. I'll say every now and then with different people, but it's not going anywhere, and he doesn't even intend it. I think what it is with him is that he just likes to see how people are going to respond and see if he still got it. You know.
Yeah, it's probably it.
Um, but if he was with the wrong person, like I believe his wife at this point knows, like that dude, yeah. he just, he's who he is, and
Did you
it's
just walk to the
fun.
other side of the room?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I did not. Why did I
Oh,
say?
yeah, a little bit, but
Oh,
it might just be me.
She was leaning back.
yeah, like he is who he
Oh,
is,
that's
and
better.
he's not. It's harmless. But if he was with the wrong person, they may be offended and even hurt by it. So I guess it's really all about the person that you're with and what they deem as disrespectful or hurtful or whatever.
I mean,
And
absolutely. I mean, like, I'll bring up my bestie again. Hi, bestie, because he's probably listening to this. Now, I'm about to talk about you. Yes, I am.
hi,
Uh,
bestie,
like,
or Storm's bestie.
yeah, his significant other, like, he's not allowed to talk to anybody. And I mean, or hang out. And I don't just mean like me or anyone female. I mean, like, he has male friends that she don't like him hanging out with. You know what I mean? So I mean, and I understand. I know some of these male friends, so I understand. But at the same time, I just feel like, I mean, I don't know. I have just never felt like I wanted to be like that controlling and jealous. You know what I mean?
Never,
Where
I
I'm
think
gonna
that
try to
shit
tell
is
you,
rooted
never.
in insecurity. Even with me, like I don't feel challenged by no man, even when I am. So I don't have a bone of jealousy in my body. So all right, go hang with your friends. Oh, that dude's there. Okay.
well, it's absolutely rooted in insecurity, but I will say that, and I ain't about to tell y'all nothing I ain't told Bestie. He has
Dug your
stoked
own
that
grave.
insecurity. I'm sorry, what?
Said dug his own grave.
Well, I mean, I certainly believe he didn't help the situation. I mean, she might have come in with that insecurity, but he has stoked it. You know what I mean? And made it worse.
But at the
So,
end of the day, a person that is going to go out there and do something extracurricular, no matter how hard you try to put down, boundaries, whatever you want to call them,
and rules
and
and
rules and stuff like
Limitations.
that, yeah,
yes,
they're going to do what they're going
what
to
they're gonna
do,
do.
no
Yeah,
matter what you say, no matter how much you check a phone, you watch over that is energy that I have never felt like.
agreed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the shit doesn't work. In fact, it almost, in some cases, does the opposite. When you put those type of boundaries on certain people, it kind of
it
makes
makes
them
it
want
worse.
to go out there and do
Yeah,
stuff that they probably wouldn't have even done.
and here's my thing: if you know how
What?
he is, and
And you don't like it, get the
you
fuck
know,
out.
I mean, and I understand she loves him, but at what point?
Love is
At
not
what
about
point?
holding somebody captive.
And that's what I'm saying. You know, love, either love him for who he is or love him from afar. You know what I mean? Like keep it moving and go find somebody that is gonna be home every night. Or home by the time you get off work. Don't get me started on that.
It's a hard lesson in life, but just because you love someone doesn't mean y'all need to be together.
And that's what I'm saying, and that's my point.
It doesn't mean that y'all are good. I say that all the time. I have a person that, God bless the broken road, that I used to have a terrible crush on back in the day. But as we got to know each other over the years, baby, I love him, love him, love him, love him. Like he's my brother, now. But when I had romantic feelings for him, thank God it never materialized because the more I got
You'd
to
have had to
know
kill
him, I would have to kill him. Like
Exactly.
as my friend, that's my dude all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as my man, oh man.
I'm starting to understand why I'm friend zoned at least. Okay.
So no one has
As
to
my
kill you.
man, no
I guess
way.
so. I just
Yeah,
assumed
you
all them
should.
broads had herpes, but maybe it's because they don't want to kill me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should roll with that.
love somebody enough to not want to kill them. That is definitely what it is with my friend. Like again, God bless the broken road. Oof.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna make this short today, but we've talked before about. Remember, we talked about how New York was trying to put into their legislature where they couldn't use rap lyrics as exculpatory evidence in criminal cases or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So California, Governor Gavin Newsom, shout out to him, recently signed the Decriminalizing Artistic Expression Act. So that is now the law in California. You cannot use someone's. It doesn't just apply to rap lyrics, but that was the main thing that people were trying to get them to stop doing. You can't use someone's rap lyrics or their lyrics at all or their artistic expression unless it's deemed relevant to the case.
So they can use
it. Just conjure up some shit.
Well, no, I mean they can use. Okay, so let's say Timothy was shot dead at 11:55 p.m. in a red car, and my lyric was, "I shot Timothy dead at 11:55 p.m. He was sitting in that red car," whatever, right? Mm-hmm. That can be used against me, okay?
And should be,
right? But if I have, if you're trying to try me for Timothy's murder, and I have a song that just says I'm a murderer, with no details, you can't use that as evidence that I killed Timothy.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
But I'm telling you, that's what they had been doing. Like, here's evidence that this person is a murderer because they said they're a murderer. And they've been getting away with this. So California has said, unless the lyric is deemed relevant, you cannot use it.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to my dude Nameless. He's currently serving however many years for a double homicide, and I was listening to some old songs I did with him, and we rhymed to the LL I Shot You beat. I really got to take that off the internet.
Wow.
Yeah. Hindsight.
Before they come looking for you, huh?
I made no direct references to any crimes I have done that do not have a statute of limitations.
Okay, well, yeah, but but yeah. And nor should you, for the record.
Yeah, I'm pretty smart about how I did the wrong things. Oxymoron, I know, but
and how you admitted to doing the wrong thing.
Listen,
no, it's actually not an oxymoron at all. I mean,
irony, actually.
I mean, because a lot of people, y'all, I mean, have been really sneaky, with the bullshit in the past. Like, seriously,
entendres. Jay-Z was great at it.
I mean, seriously, by the grace of whatever deity you choose, go I. Because there are many times that I could have ended up in prison. Many times that I made terrible choices in my youth, but the good thing
Hallelujah.
for me was I was
Won't
pretty
he do
sneaky.
it?
So won't he do it? I guess he will. I mean,
Heathens.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to reply with "won't he will." I don't know. I get it, but but yeah. I mean, because there are a lot of stupid things that you do in your youth. I mean, I can't even. I won't even tell you some of this stuff.
Don't do it. Confess your sins.
No. But okay, just note that I could have ended up in federal prison a couple of times, state prison another few times, and I didn't because I was lucky and just a little bit sneaky, and also it wasn't something that I was consistently out here doing, thinking, "Oh, well, I got away with it that time. Let me do it again." You know what I mean? So there was
the money
that.
and run.
But yeah, and
crime is wrong, young people. Not that y'all listen to this shit, but wrong, very,
and
very
a
wrong.
lot of times that I put myself in places where I knew the wrong thing was happening, which could have swept me up in it because particularly the feds, they don't give a
guilty by association.
Exactly. You were there, you're guilty. You know what I mean? So
alright, y'all. Due to technical difficulties, we ended this one early. Go like, rate, subscribe, get my dick pics out your mama phone, whatever you gonna do. Peace.